Car secrets mechanics don't want you to know. Cars are one thing that many of us have to have in order to navigate our daily lives as workers, commuters, and in some urban sprawls, it's pretty impossible to get around without one. However, while many of us probably own or lease a car, the majority of car owners probably couldn't tell a spark plug from a carburetor. Some mechanics want to take advantage of this lack of knowledge, and will even hide it from you so you don't understand what repairs they're doing or why they're charging you so much money. Here's our list of secrets mechanics don't want you to know. Number 21. Shop around and get estimates. Prices can vary greatly from one garage to another, and some mechanics will do their best to get as much money out of the auto illiterate as they can. In order to save yourself some money, make sure you shop around for the best prices before you settle on bringing your car into a garage. Getting estimates for repairs from all your nearby garages can help you leverage your role as the consumer. If one garage seems to have more reliable repairs but higher prices, try bringing in a lower price estimate to see if you can get them to lower the cost. This could save you a few dozen dollars or hundreds of dollars depending on the severity of your repair. Number 20. How easy repairs can be. Many repairs to your car are so easy, you should definitely consider doing them yourself instead of leaving the work to a mechanic. Depending on the make and model of your car, things like changing oil, replacing spark plugs, and other small maintenance repairs can be very easy. One trick that could save you some money is taking your car to a mechanic or AutoZone and having the engine scanned for problems. Then, gather the supplies needed to do the simple repairs by yourself. Changing oil by yourself could take as little as 15 minutes. Number 19. Garage prices. Despite the fact that almost every repair requires the same amount of resources and labor no matter what garage you take your car to, one mechanic might charge you twice or triple the amount another would. The garages at a car dealership will often cost the most money, while chain garages are more middle of the road. Smaller garages and locally owned garages in rural areas will usually be the cheapest. While car dealerships will always have the newest equipment, most maintenance work can be done by smaller shops for a fraction of the price. Number 18. Their reputations. Many mechanics will try to keep their reputation a secret if they can, unless their service is really great, so that they can get the most money out of you as possible without using up all their resources. Even different garages within the same chain can have vastly different service, so always do your best to research the garage you take your car to before handing off your keys. Number 17. Unreliable cars. If there's anything a mechanic loves, it's an unreliable car. Mechanics, and even car salesmen, will probably try to keep information from you about which car is truly reliable and which cars will require constant repairs to keep running. Unreliable cars might be purchased cheaply, but they definitely cost more in terms of maintenance in the long run. Be sure to do thorough research before forking over your savings account in exchange for a lemon. Number 16. How your car works. Maintaining a knowledge of how your car works will actually help you understand what's going wrong with it when it comes time to bring your car in for a repair. This will help you understand when a mechanic may be trying to upsell you or give you wrong information. This way you know exactly what repairs you need instead of wasting money replacing other parts of the car that are still in perfect working order. Number 15. Bring your car in on Monday. Like many of us, mechanics have a workflow throughout the week. Some mechanics admit that if they have to solve a problem near the end of the week, they might just rush to get it done so that they can be worry-free on the weekend. If possible, try to wait to bring your car into the garage at the beginning of the week so that a mechanic has more time to fix your car without wanting to rush the project before his weekend. Number 14. Toothpaste headlight buff. Instead of paying full price for a buffing wax made specifically for car headlights, you can get away with using simple toothpaste you already have in your bathroom. With a clean toothbrush you don't mind sacrificing to the cause, a bit of elbow grease, and toothpaste, you can buff away that foggy glaze that begins to mark up headlights over time. Using furniture polish or car wax can also help to keep them clean once you get rid of the fogginess. Number 13. Actual prices for parts. Garages that supply their own parts often make a fraction of the sales price, so they may artificially inflate how much they charge you in order to make a bigger profit. With some resources and shopping online at reputable sources, you can often find genuine parts for cheaper. Make sure to ask a mechanic if they will do maintenance repairs with parts that you supply in order to save the most money. Number 12. How long repairs actually take. There are guides out there that give a general time frame to mechanics for how long repairs will take, specific to each problem and each car that comes in. Many of these mechanics will use this listed time to calculate a flat charge rate for their services. While these times sometimes result in a cheaper price for the customer, they can also mean the opposite. An experienced mechanic may finish the repair much faster than the usual time frame, meaning they get paid for more hours than they actually work for. Number 11. Free dent fixing hack. This silly trick might actually work for fixing that dent on the side of your car, and you might not even have to spend a penny if you have all the supplies. Simply rub petroleum jelly on one end of a clean toilet plunger and place it over your car's dent. Start pumping away as if you were unclogging a toilet, and the pressure can suction that dent back into its original shape. You may look silly pumping away at the side of your car with a plunger, but you could easily save hundreds of dollars doing so. Number 10. Cheap scratch fix. Using your car's VIN number, you can actually find touch-up paint that matches your car's paint. This means you really only have to spend a few dollars instead of spending all the money you'd have to put down at a mechanic for them to rebuff your car's paint job. If you want an even cheaper method, using a crayon or Sharpie that most closely matches your car's color, black is the easiest for this method, you can carefully fill in the nicks and scratches and then gently buff it out until it pretty much matches the car's paint job. Number 9. Defrost Keyholes. Having trouble sticking your key into the socket? This simple trick will save you a whole bunch of worrisome time or calling AAA services to help get you into your car on a snowy day. Just keep some hand sanitizer around and you can spray it directly onto an icy keyhole. The alcohol should help melt away hard ice and let you get into your car and get it started. Number 8. Some repairs are optional. Just like any other salesperson, a mechanic may try to upsell you a fancy optional feature or try to replace a part that isn't completely necessary to replace. Many problems have easy or cheap workarounds, while others can simply be ignored. Be sure the solution a mechanic offers to you isn't just a frivolous or unnecessary add-on. Number 7. They don't have an answer. While you might expect a mechanic to know all the answers to your automobile problems, that may not always be true. With such a huge variety of cars with increasingly sophisticated systems and electronics, the problem, or the solution, might not immediately be clear. Try to make sure the mechanic isn't just buying a load of expensive parts to try and fix something, and make sure you know exactly what's wrong with the car before they try to fix it. Number 6. Tinted Plastic. This is a trick that pilots actually use to help protect themselves against sun glares. Instead of trying to maneuver your head to hide behind your visor or spending money on glass tinting, just buy this piece of tinted plastic. It attaches itself to your window through static energy, so it's removed and applied with little effort. Number 5. What they actually did. Hopefully this never happens to you, but it could be possible that a mechanic didn't actually do the repair you paid them to do. Did they replace the part they said they would? How new is that part that they used in your repair? Verifying the repair can be done by asking for the old part that was replaced. This way you can tell that they actually replaced the part that they needed to, and you can assess just how broken that part was in the first place. Number 4. Avoid wear and tear. Have a small parking space where you live. Many people accidentally slam their car doors into their garage walls, causing small scratches and discoloration around the impact area. A simple, effective, and crazy cheap way to avoid this is by bolting a pool noodle to your wall around where your car door will be. This acts as a sort of soft door stopper that will protect your door from damage. Number 3. Some services are free. Some simple maintenance services can be performed by free at chain auto stores like Pep Boys. You can find out why your check engine light is on, get your tires realigned, and even install parts you bought in store for free. You can save up $30 to $50 on labor for replacing things like windshield wipers, batteries, and taillights. Number 2. Boost the range of your key fob. Having trouble finding your car in the parking lot? Or perhaps you've walked too far away from your car and now you're unsure if you locked it. Instead of spending a load of money on expensive high-end key fobs, simply hold the one you have underneath your chin and hold your mouth ajar. The fluids in your body help amplify the range of your key, allowing you to beep your car at a further distance, or lock your car once you're really far away. Number 1. Stripping a tire. When the wear on your tire is really bad, it's probably about time to replace it. A worn-down tire is extremely dangerous and can result in burnouts, tire explosions, and ultimately a terrible collision. One thing certain mechanics, or scam artists do is strip away the treading on the tire, leaving it even more exposed but giving it the appearance of a completely new tire. This is extremely dangerous and results in not just the loss of the price of a tire, but might ultimately lead to expensive medical bills and more intense car repairs.